We're looking at some of the news flow this morning. It's a fairly quiet market. Stocks are up a little bit right now. Nvidia has come back in over the course of the session, so we'll see how that plays out. But one of the bigger news items today are the news around Meta in particular. They've brought on Dana White to be their board of directors. He of UFC fame. Of course, UFC is tangential to Trump these days, given his appearance at many of the fights. And of course, Joe Rogan being the commentator there, he goes on Joe Rogan's show quite frequently. But this is part of the Trumpification of corporate America right now. I was looking through donations to Trump's inaugural committee. 4 companies, Amazon, Meta, Apple, and OpenAI, which collectively gave less than $400,000 to Biden's inaugural committee, have given $4 million to Trump's. We see that Meta likewise is also removing its fact-checking service and adopting the Twitter or X model of community notes, while removing restrictions from talking about politics, immigration, and gender from their platform. I can't help but think about the conversations we've had in the past and something that I've been talking about as well here, which is relearning Trump speak and how his tweets and various missives can move markets. I wonder, though, does the Trumpification of corporate America mean he's more or less likely to be tweeting about individual companies and asset classes moving forward? And perhaps moreover, how do you guys plan on dealing with these mean tweets in 2025?
Can I play the other side for a quick second before Sosnoff goes on your side? How about this?
I don't have a side. I'm just
whatever. But going from that side of the argument, let's go to the side of the argument. How about this side of the argument? How about that their positions that they had 4 years ago were no longer as strong or as set in stone as they thought they were, and they're just chameleons that are just looking for profit one way or the other. I don't care which side of the aisle you're going on or anything else like that. It was just bullshit. Like they just were going with the tide, not being the contrarian, not being true to themselves, and really saying, hey, this is what I stand for. It's just, oh, this is what I think the majority wants, then that's the direction I'm going to go. Instead of making it about, the new administration. Sosnoff, I'll let you play from any side you want.
So there's a couple of different things here. First of all, and you can interpret this however the hell you want. I really don't care. Certain people have certain convictions, and there are people that will go down with that conviction, and there are people that, just like Tony said, they just don't care that much, or they are willing to, sacrifice that conviction for other things. And I honestly don't give a rat's ass about Zuckerberg or Bezos or any of those guys. I couldn't care less. I'll give you the 2 other perspectives, though, that I think are important. From Trump's perspective, and I know this is going to sound weird, Trump relishes the role of being an outlier. He relishes it. It's what he gets off on. It's what he thrives on. He loves being the absolute ultimate, contrarian when it comes to things like being outrageous in what he says. He knows all the lies he tells. He knows all the bullshit he spews. He does it intentionally because that's how he gets off. He loves that. It creates controversy. It puts him in the news. It gets him the top billing, the headlines. He loves that. He doesn't want everybody else he doesn't want that competition. He has created a brand, this Trump brand, that works off of, that's why he built his own social media site. He created a brand that works around his outrageousness. And it got him elected to be leader of the free world twice. He doesn't care what he says. He loves that. He relishes that role. I don't think he wants everybody else to compete with him in that world. I don't think he sees that as that's the world he wants to be in. I think he likes it when he's that guy. He wants to be the guy. He doesn't want everybody else to be mini versions of him. So first of all, I don't necessarily think that that's kind of what Trump was shooting for at all. I really don't. what I do think that Trump likes, and what I do think is something else that works for him. He loves the fact that he's getting people to come on board, even though they don't like him or they don't trust him or whatever else it is. He's getting their buy-in, at least for some money, because that way, it's payback. And for me, that's disappointing to see. I like companies that can kind of that are what they are. I mean, listen, I don't care who people like. I don't care. I would be way more respect Zuckerberg if he said, you know what? F Dana White. He's a jack-off, okay, because he is. And you know what? I am what I am. I wouldn't change me one way or the other. I like
it's okay to have a different opinion.
Yeah, it's okay to have a different opinion. I love the idea of having different opinions. I mean, half our customers have different opinions than I have. I'm fine with that. We sit around with bullshit. We're still friends forever. I don't care. We're at a certain point in our lives where I don't care. You can love whatever you love. I love whatever I love. Who cares? It gives a crap. We're still friends. Half my friends are on the other side of the aisle. I don't care. It's fun to have those discussions. That's the cool thing. That's the old point counterpoint. I don't know why discourse has become such a divisive, has become so divisive in America. What scares me is what we call the stupefaction of America. I just don't want America to become the land of idiots. And that's what scares me. I don't care about the other stuff. I don't care what Bezos gives Trump inauguration $1 million. $1 million to these guys is like you giving them 10 cents or $1.
It's nothing. And you said 400,000. That was 400,000 a piece and $1 million a piece by the four companies.
I mean, these are no. It doesn't matter. I don't want to get into. It doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter. These numbers, $1 million, $400,000 to these guys is what they spend on lunch tomorrow. It's gas for their yachts this weekend.
Sure.
So forget about it. The money is nothing. It's all principle. Okay. But it's sad for me to see a snake like Zuckerberg, kind of weasel his way out. I don't like that. I would like him much more if he stood his ground. Same thing with Bezos. Same thing with many others. But I get it. We live in a certain world. That's why we'll never change, because I don't really care. I'll never change. Mm-hmm. None of us will. And that's okay, because that's healthy, because you need healthy discourse. And so I don't really care about, the Trumpification of America is not a good thing for Trump. It's a good thing. It's actually not a good thing for anybody, but it's really not a good thing for Trump, because Trump likes to be different. He loves that role. He wants to be so different from anybody else. He wants to do things that nobody else could get away with. Everybody else tries to, when everybody else tries to be like Trump, it's kind of disgusting. When Trump does it, he gets a free pass. He has a little bit of a license because he earned it. He got to be leader of the free world, and he earned that license to be whatever it is. He created that character for himself. That's all. That's my only thinking about it. I just don't think that. I think he likes it when he's alone, when he's on an island.